Guys, this is the video for solving the assignment problem in linear programming problem on the operation section. So here our basic concept is that we have to know that what is assignment problem. And here see the question that find the optimal assignment for the cost matrix. That means here actually suppose this is the problem of that where we have to assign one job to one person or one job to one machine. So now see that here 4 persons here we can consider, and these are the 4 jobs, and see that this is the, we can assume that this is the completion time that A can complete the job J1 in 18 hours, A can complete the job 26 hours, and for all among the B, C and D. But now the question is that here whenever this is the industrial problem, we have to always find that the time will be minimum. The time will be minimum, and also we have to assign the most efficient people A, B, C, D for this job, 4 jobs J1, J2, J3 and J4, that it will totally take the minimum time. So now here let us now try to solve that how to find the optimal assignment for this problem. See here that this is a 4x4 matrix. This is a 4x4 matrix, and this is a cost matrix. Cost matrix means we have to find the minimize the value. That means here it will be for the time, it for the minimizing the cost, whatever that. So now here we will find that how to find the optimal assignment. So how can you find? Here we have to consider the table. So here the first we will write the table 1, and first find that what is the minimum element from each row. We have to select first the minimum element from each row. So see that the first row, that is 11, in the second row that is 13, in the third row that is 15, and in the fourth row that is 10. And now we will subtract from this minimum element from each row to all other elements, so from each of the elements. So now after selecting the minimum elements from each row, what we get, and subtract from all elements, that is in the first 11 is the minimum, so it will be 7, it will be 15, it will be 6, it will be 0. Next it will be 0, it will be in the next 13 is the minimum, so it will be 0, 15, 1, 13. In the third row minimum is 15, so it will be 23, 4, 3 and 0. And for the last one it will be 9, it will be 16, it will be 14, it will be 0. So now this is the table 1. So it is J1, J2, J3, J4, and this is A, B, C, D. So now here after finding this one, now we have to find that is there any non-zero column exist or not. See here the column J2 and J3 is the non-zero column. So we have to make here every rows and column must contains at least one zero. So here in the second column 4 is the minimum, and in the third column 1 is the minimum. So here we will subtract in the second column from 4 to all elements and from 1 to all other elements. So in the table 2, what we get, that again I will construct the table. And see what we get. This is the first row will be remain same, 7 0 23 9. This will be 11 11 12 5 0 2 13 0 13 0 0. So now see that here in this table, every column and every row contains at least 1 0. So now here the question is that now how can we assign the people? So for assigning the people, here now we will cover all these zeros by the minimum number of lines. Now we will cross or cover the zeros by minimum number of lines, and also we have to remind the number of lines doesn't exceed the order of the cost matrix, and we can assign the job only when all the zeros covered by the lines and number of lines must be equal to order of the cost matrix. The number of lines must be order of the cost matrix. So now let us try to draw the diagram. Try to cover up the minimum number of lines to cover up all the zeros. See here, whenever we will cover the zeros, always try to cover maximum zeros by minimum number of lines. So here let's see, this column contains 3 0. So we can assume that this one will like this. Here in this row it will be 0, and this one, so we can add by like this or cover all the zeros like this. But see that actually it is not happening. That is, here the number of line is 3, so we cannot assign job. But so now how can we proceed for? So what will be the next step? So in the next step we will construct the table 3. And what will be the table 3? Let's see. Here I will just 1 2 3. See here, now find that in the uncovered portion which one is the minimum. In the uncovered portion which one is minimum? That is 2 is minimum. So now subtract 2 from all other elements in the matrix. So it will be now 5. This one is 11. Okay, it is covered, so no, there is no need to change. 3 0 0. So now 0, it will be 21, it will be 7, it will be 7, it will be 0, it will be 0, it will be 12, it will be 0, it will be 11, it will be 0 and 0, and it is also 0. So now see that here these 11 and these 13, here two lines are intersecting. So here we will not subtract the element, here we will add the element. So it will be 13 and it will be 15. So now here again we will try to convert or try to construct, try to cover up all the zeros by number of minimum lines. So see here, this one maximum, this one, this horizontal line, this horizontal line. So now here also see that the minimum number of line is 3. So again we will find the minimum elements and subtract from the all other elements in the table 4. So in the table 4 what will happen? In the table 4 it will be in the table 4 it will be 2. Here 3 is the minimum element, so it will be 2, 8, 0, it will be 0. Here this will be covered, so there will be no change. See here 15 is cross off here, 2 line intersecting, so here it will be add by plus 3. It will be no change, 0, 0 here is also changes, so here it will be add by 3, so here we will get 3, and here it will be now 4, it will be now 9, it will be now 8, and it will be now 0. So now let us try to cover up all the zeros by the minimum number of lines. See here that this third row contains maximum zeros. Next we can go for this one, and now we have to cover up all these 2 zeros by we can okay. So now we cover up now zeros, and total number of columns and total number of rows is equal to the, that is the order of the matrix is 4, and the number of lines which is covered all the zeros, that is 4. So now we can assign the jobs to AB, to the person ABCD, and now let us decide that how to assign the job. So here now whenever we assign the job, we only write the cell which is occupied by 0, which is occupied by 0. So now here I will write the occupied by zeros here. Zero, 0, 0, here also 0, here also 0. So now whenever we will try to assign the job to each of the people, so now what we have to follow in our mind. So this is J1, J2, J3, J4, A, B, C, D. So now how can we assign the jobs? That is E. So whenever this is, we always try to assign the job where either one column or row contains only 1 0. See that for the first column, this J1 only contains 1 0. So we assign it this 0, and see that B is assigned to J1, and so now B is, we cannot assign B to job J3, so it will be crossed off. In the next, if we follow the second column, this one is the only contains 1 0, so we can assign the job J2 to C. So we cannot now assign the job J3 to C. So only now we can assign the job J3 to A. So now okay. So now we cannot assign the job J4. Cross off. So now only D we can assign the job J4 and check that. So now what will be the assignment? That is A to J3, B to J2, C to B to J1, C to J2 and D to J4. And now if you follow this one, the main matrix, that is A to J3, that means it will take 17 units, B to J1, that will take the 13 units, and C to J2, that will take 19 units, that is 19 units, and D to J4, that will take 10 units. And now if we all add this one, so the minimum optimal cost will be 17 plus 13 plus 19 plus 10, that will be 13, 49, 59. So 59 unit will be the total cost. So I hope you understand that how can we assign the people when the cost matrix is a square matrix. In the next video we will discuss about when this one is the unbalanced matrix, that means the number of rows and columns are not equal. So thank you for watching the video.